Down the stretch they come!
Welcome back to Down the Stretch for the second race day of the new year, the 3rd of January 2026. Before we get started, remember to hit that like button because every like counts. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe, leave a comment, and you can share this. I'm gladly appreciate it. Let's get into this race card. The first race, native bred 4 years and up, knowledge of 2 and imported 4 years and up maiden. Fillies and mares, a field of 9, they go 5 furlongs round, boil it down to 4. They're going to be the 1, Miss Brayton, the 2, Cutout, the 7, Native Flyer, and the 8, Family Feud. Okay, Miss Brayton, Demar Williams claiming 2 kilos here for Ricardo Brown. Third last time out, coming from off the pace, beaten 4 lengths by Brahma Bull and Native Flyer. So this race, going to have some speed in it. She's not the best drawn, but if Demar Williams can set her up in a good position, she could be coming home fast if the pace comes back in the stretch. Miss Brayton expected to run a good race. The 2, Cutout, Dane Dawkins riding here for Lersra Thompson. Has some pace, good stalking pace. Has been showing it in recent times. Last time out, finished 4th by 5 1/4 lengths in that race with Brahma Bull at 6 furlongs. Before that, 2nd by 2 lengths, the Dreamer's Con at 5 1/2 furlongs. So that's telling me that the shorter it is, the better for Cutout. So 5 furlongs round, possibly the ideal trip for this Cutout. We'll have a speed horse in front of him, and he's carrying 125 pounds. Blinkers off, visors on, tongue tie on. So even though heavy, has good stalking pace, going to give him a shot, but he's going to have to try to get past the leader. The 7, Native Flyer, Shavan Townsend, claiming 2 kilos here for Stephen Todd. As I said in last week's tips, this horse was 99 to 1 in the morning line. I was like, who writing these odds? End up finishing 2nd, but was disqualified and placed 3rd. Was only beaten 2 lengths over the straight 5 course. Got 13 to 1 in that race. Before that was 2nd by a length and a half at 6 furlongs. Has a nice late turn of foot and getting this 2 kilo claim and expecting the pace to be pretty fast in front. I think Native Fly will once again be coming at them strong in the lane. And the horse, I think they're going to all have to beat though. It's going to be the 8, Family Feud. Emilia McLean claiming 3 kilos here for Winston Morris. So coming here at 115 pounds is my idea of the horse that's going to pull through and go to that lead early in this quick dash. Last time at this distance was 3rd by 9 1/2 lengths, but that was against Speedball Margarita and was chasing Margarita all the way to the final furlong. And Margarita's fitness showed because Margarita went up in class and ran brave again. So Family Feud in this race, if allowed to control the pace, is definitely the horse I think they're going to have to beat. The second race, nature bred 3-year-old and 4-year-old, knowledge of 4 and imported 3-year-olds and up knowledge of 3. Small field of 6. They go 5 1/2 furlongs, going to boil it down to 2. They're going to be the 1, Phenomenal Power, and the 4, Miss Money Penny. Okay, Phenomenal Power, very well bred. Very impressive winner on debut, winning by 14 lengths. That margin could have easily been doubled when beating stablemate Prodigious Power, who came out of the gate slow, but still managed to run on for 2nd. Prodigious Power came back to beat the previously undefeated and the possible champion 2-year-old Sir Don. So that's saying highly for this Phenomenal Power, although stepping up 2 classes and coming against older horses for the first time. But definitely looked to be a talented horse. Has taken it easy at exercise, an easy 49.3 coming into this race. Delroy Bihari just needs to keep him rolling, and looks like the one they're going to all have to beat. And the horse he's going to have to catch to is going to be Miss Money Penny, Tevin Foster for Jason DaCosta. Hasn't lived up to her early expectations, but one thing for sure, she does pack a lot of early speed, this Miss Money Penny. And if she comes out of the gate flying, she should be in front for at least turning for home, and is going to give Phenomenal Power the most to do in the early stages. Disappointed last time out, but that was stretched out to 7 furlongs when early and fading to finish 8 by 23 lengths to Fred the Master. Before that was 6 by 9 lengths over the straight course to Wayne's Cherry Links and High Stood Square. Something must have gone wrong there because she was a winner at 6 furlongs before that in the Run Trophy at this level, beating Lockdown and Mighty Gully. Mighty Gully came back to go 58 over the straight impressively and is now running in overnight company. So maybe something went wrong with Miss Moneypenny there, but she has worked well coming into this race. Had a nice 5 furlong out the straight in 101.2. First 4 and 47 with imported Fortuna Belle. So this Miss Moneypenny, once again, will be the horse on that lead, and the horse is going to have to catch. But this Phenomenal Power does look phenomenal, and let's see how well he runs here. You're going to throw a horse to grab the trifecta. It looks like Nuclear Jet. I think it's only a 3-horse race, basically. Nuclear Jet, 3rd last time out by 4 3/4 lengths, going 7 furlongs in that race with Fred the Master. Before that, at 6 furlongs, was a winner by 4.5 lengths when controlling the pace, leaving the 3. Won't be able to control the pace here, but is very talented. And even though I think would prefer a little bit longer, I think will complete the trifecta. The third race, nature bred 5-year-olds and up, knowledge of 2, and imported 5-year-olds and up, maiden. Field of 7, they go 6.5 furlongs, and the ball down to 4. They're going to be the 4, Racola, the 5, Captain Fantastic, the 6, Spraga, and the 7, Beliza Gris. Okay, the 4, Racola, Dane McKenzie claiming 4 kilos here for Michael Marlowe. Ultra consistent, 5-year-old horse, hasn't been out of the 1, 2, 3 in the last 8 starts. Second by 8 lengths last time, out to Successful Man at 7 furlongs. Before that, at this distance, was only beaten half a length in that race, won by 99 to 1 long shot. The Soul Warrior, Chesney was second there. So coming back here, getting this 4 kilo claim, should definitely fight this out once again. The 5, Captain Fantastic, Philip Parchment, also from Michael Marlowe. 7 by 8 lengths last time over this 5 furlong straight to Ballistic Missile. Was fourth by 4 lengths after pressing the pace in that 6.5 furlong race with the Soul Warrior, and was second by half a length at 5.5 furlongs to Global Machine. Looks like he prefers it a little shorter, but in a race like this now, going to have another shot in here if his stablemate fails. The 6 now, the horse I like, morning line says 12 to 1, that's Spraga. Shaheem Garden claiming 3 kilos for Leroy Tomlinson. Second by 4 lengths last time out over the 5 straight to Ballistic Missile. Before that, over the 5 round came from far off the pace to finish second by a length and a half to Speedball Yorkis, who got the lone speed. So coming in this race, nothing as speedy as Yorkis around. I think 6.5. Not a big stretch for him. He was disappointing in the 6.5 in the same race with the Soul Warrior. But since that race, 2 good seconds. I don't think the distance is going to be a problem. I think at a good price and getting this 3 kilo claim, Spraga is in here with a good shot to close up and challenge the favourites in the stretch. And the 7, Beliza Gris. Richie Shakes claiming 2 kilos here for Patrick Lynch. Only 2 starts to date. On debut was 6 by 11 lengths to Speedy Lucy on the go. Then came back a month later, 5 furlong straight, made all the running to beat a cheap field, but flashed some good speed and kicked away from them. Possibly comes in this race and being the controlling speed of the event, even though stepping up in class. This Beliza Chris possibly is the horse they're going to all have to catch. So be very careful of that one. So those are the 4 I think it comes down to. If Beliza Chris gets loose on the lead, getting this 2 kilo claim coming in light could probably steal it. But if they decide to hook up with her, it could set up for a horse like Spraga. But as I said, be very careful in this race. The 4th race, nature bred 3-year-old maidens. Field of 8, they go 5.5 furlongs. One down to 4, they're going to be the 1, Dark Authority, the 2, Victorious Lynx, the 3, Mopai, and the 7, Abudar. Okay, Dark Authority. Radish Roman riding here for Anthony Newis. Nicely bred horse, Conquest Sherry Mash out of Rough Love by Violence. So a very good bloodline here. I see no workout reports, so I can't really judge. I just have to judge off of the bloodline, and that Radish Roman has taken this ride for Anthony Newis, so I'm going to definitely throw him in here. The 2, Victorious Lynx. Dane Dawkins riding for Lawrence Fremantle. Bred for a lot of speed out of Local Stallion Western Warrior by Victory Turn. If you remember Victory Turn, that was a fast mare, very fast. Out of Handsome Mike, making her debut, was to run on in the 19th of October, but was scratch injured. Has worked decent coming here. Had a 5 furlong straight workout, 101, first 4 and 47. Last work coming to this is a 104 and 4 easy. So flashing some of that speed, that exercise that she's bred for. Interesting to see how this Victorious Lynx run. The 3, Mopai. TJ Suko claiming 3 kilos for Richard Azan. 2 starts to date. On debut, tried to make all the running, but was caught by stablemate Darwin by a short head, going 5.5 furlongs. Next start, 4 furlongs straight. Couldn't match the speed of Uncle Nally, but still ran brave, finished 3rd by 7.5 lengths. Now gets Lasix for the first time, and definitely has shown speed, getting the 3 kilo claim, so coming in at about 119 pounds. Expecting Mopai to put in another brave effort with his experience. And the 7, Abudar, stablemate of Mopai, Tevin Foster riding here for Richard Azan. 1 start to date, that was the 20th of December, going 6 furlongs. Start the pace, but outkicked by stablemate Mohan Lal. 4 Mile was second there. So should be better for that recent run. Has worked well coming back here. 3 furlongs and 37.4. Expecting a brave run from this horse. So I can't really put my finger on who I think will win this, because I don't see any exercise reports for the 1 horse in the online form. But that's the best bred horse in my opinion in the race. Speed wise, don't know how fast this 2 horse really is. Mopai will definitely know have some pace. So if none of those horses flash that speed and Mopai gets the lead with the first time Lasix, that's probably the horse going have to catch. But as I say, I'm going to use all 4. The 5th race, native bred 5-year-old and up, maiden, a field of 9. They go 5.5 furlongs, boiling it down to 4. They're going to be the 2, Sweet Burn, the 4, God of Thunder, the 6, Lady Cathgara, and the 9, Bossy Girl. Number 2, Sweet Burn, Radish Roman for Lawrence Freemantle. Consistent mare, third by 9.25 lengths last time with over the straight 5 course to Beliza Gris. Before that was third by 4.75 lengths to Bobby Too Bad. So running some good races, very fit. And Radish Roman retains this ride. Going to give Sweet Burn another shot at putting in a good run. The 4, God of Thunder, Clive Lynch riding here for Linton Calder. Only 3 starts to date. Came off a 3+ year break last time out on the 26th of December in a 200,000 claimer and ran well, went 5 furlongs round. Came start the pace, fell back, ran on, finished 5th by 4.75 lengths to Where You're On and Dan Almighty. So this basically is almost the same kind of class as 200,000. So with that run behind this 7-year-old horse, as long as he doesn't come back sore, he's going to have a good shot in a race like this. The 6, Lady Cathgara, Emilia McLean, claiming 3 kilos for Rowan Matty. 4th by 9.5 lengths last time out behind Beliza Gris. So has been running well. Tends to sit off the pace and then come with a run, getting this 3 kilo claim. She's going to be coming home fast once again. And the 9, Bossy Girl. Shaheem Garden claiming 3 kilos for David Powell. Second by 3.75 lengths to that in that race with Beliza Gris last time out. In my opinion, looks like the horse that can flash the speed and if allowed to get to the front, which she has not been able to do in many starts, but possibly can do it here if she gets to that lead in this race. Even though a poor start, she could definitely pull it off from a front-running bid. So this kind of race, not really fancying too much. I'll probably use all the horses I selected here. The 6th race, 3-year-old and up, optional claiming, 700,000 to 600,000, and 5-year-olds and up knowledge of 4, and imported 5-year-olds and up knowledge of 3, a field of 10. They go 7 furlongs, I'm going to boil it down to 4. They're going to be the 2, the General, the 4, Matuso, the 5, Nakamura, and the 7, Battle Angel. Okay, the General, Clive Lynch riding here for Gary Sobrati. Late running horse, getting 7 furlongs now, so stretching out a little bit more. And a race that doesn't have legitimate sprinter pace, so I don't think he's going to be detached early. Was 4th by 6.25 lengths last time out, coming from far off the pace at 7 furlongs to Miss Sherry, who dominated the pace there. Was 6 by 4.75 lengths to Shooting Star, going 7 furlongs the last time at 7 furlongs, also coming from off the pace. That was a field of much better horses. So if he runs that race where he finished 6 by 4.75 lengths here, would see the General definitely winning this race. The 4, Matuso, 7,000, claiming 2 kilos here for Howard McLeod. This was my gamble horse last time out, but went too fast too soon, was 8 lengths clear at the half mile and faded in stretch to be caught and beaten 2.75 lengths by Wicked Cassie at a mile. So cut back in distance now, does have good stalking pace and probably is going to be the horse that gets to that lead when the gates open. Getting this 2 kilo claim, Matusa might be catch me if you can. Once again, as long as the jockey doesn't try to tear away. Next up is the 5, Nakamura. Nicholas Hibbert claiming 3 kilos here for Donovan Russell. Fit horse, runs well over the 7 furlongs, was 3rd by 3.75 lengths the last time he went 7 furlongs to Green Gold Rush. That was for 700,000 claimer. His other 7 furlong run was 3rd by 4.25 lengths to Sir John and Easy Peasy. After pressing the pace, fading, they have now put the tongue tie on again because they took it off last time out, but does run better with the tongue tie on. So has it on again, expecting to start this race, and if the pace comes back, should be staying on, being so fit. And the 7, Battle Angel, Radish Roman riding here for Anthony Nunes. So Radish Roman and Anthony Nunes have some very live rides on the card. So Battle Angel, 4th by 1.25 last time out, going 5.5 furlongs to Warsaw for 1.5 million claimer. So taking a 2-step down in class now, stretch back out to distance that should be more comfortable to this Battle Angel. Last time at 7 furlongs was 8th by 9.75 lengths to Shooting Star and Brenda Boy. Other 7 furlong run was back in October when finishing 3rd by 9.5 lengths to Mac and Rome and Blue Sensation in a race that was dominated by frontrunner Mac and Rome. So if you get some pace to run at in this race, taking this 2-class step down, definitely expecting Battle Angel, this small mare, to be staying on strong. Competitive race, if Matusa allowed to dictate terms, could probably steal it if Lucy in the Sky doesn't hook up with Matusa. So that's the question sign. Will Matusa get the lead or will Lucy in the Sky press him? If Lucy in the Sky presses Matusa early, it sets up for the General and Battle Angel. So be careful. These 7 trace, native bred 5 years and up, knowledge of 3, and imported 5 years and up, knowledge of 2. Field of 7, they go 7 furlongs. I'm going to boil it down to 3. They're going to be the 1, Successful Man. The 6, Another Mission. And the 7, Monster Vigorous. Okay, the 1, Successful Man. Radish Roman riding here for Errol Burke. Easy winner last time out by 8 1/4 lengths. The class below this. So stepping up here, very fit. Consistent, does have good starting pace, Successful Man, even though coming up in class. Should have a good run in this, especially with the field lacking real speed. The 6, Another Mission, Emilia McLean, claiming 3 kilos here for Oral Hayden. Consistent and fit right now, this 5-year-old mare. Flash speed last time out over the 5 straight, finishing 6 by 3.5 lengths to Dream to Reality. So that's a good warm-up run here. Was scratched lame on the 26th of December, but has come back, is active at exercise, so I think it's sound. Getting this 3 kilo claim, so coming in extremely light, 108 pounds. 7 furlongs, I think possibly just about get 7 furlongs, and definitely should be close enough to this pace when they leave that half mile. And if there's an upset in this event, I think it's going to be Another Mission. Very tempting at this very low weight coming into this race. Monster Vigorous, Tyrese Anderson claiming 3 kilos for Rowan Matty. Throwing this one in here now because looking at the pace scenario, could possibly turn out to be the horse that gets to that lead. If she does get to that lead, could prove elusive. She was third by 8.5 lengths, going 7.5 furlongs to Hickory Slim and Uncle Peck when chasing the speed early. She had a win at 8 furlongs in the class below this by 4 lengths, beating Hickory Slim. So something obviously went awry the next time they met. Had a good run at 7.5 furlongs at this level when finishing 4th by 8 3/4 lengths to Crown Chaser and Wicked Cassie. Bushfire was pressing the pace there and ran well. A run like that in this race could see Monster Vigorous upsetting all and sundry. So those are the 3 I think it comes down to. I could be wrong. I'll leave 2 of the favoured horses, the Patrick Lynch horses, mainly because they're late runners. They tend to take a while to get going. So if they're close enough, if good enough, leaving the half mile, they probably have an excellent chance. But I'm working off the pace scenario. I think Another Mission is going to be the closest horse to the pace horses. And if Monster Vigorous folds, I think Another Mission is a very good candidate of upsetting this field. The 8th race, native bred 5 years and up, knowledge of 4, and imported 5 years and up, knowledge of 3. A field of 7, they go 7 furlongs, boiling down to 3. The 2, Playfair. The 4, Jay Spieth. And the 7, Aura Aura. The 2, Playfair, Linton Stedman, riding here for Anthony Nunes. Found a win back in September at 6 furlongs, the class below this, coming from off the pace to win by a half a length from A Breath of Fresh Air and Another Mission. Since stepping up to this class, has been finding it very tricky, but has been facing much better horses. Was 8 by 13 lengths to Goodbye Firefly at 5.5 furlongs. Then was beaten 9th by 11 lengths to Shooting Star, Brenda Boy, and Unruly Dot going 7. Came back over the straight course, was only beat a length and 3/4 by Ridgeliner Whiskey when running for 1.5 million claimer. Then 2 starts next. He was 9th by 10 lengths to Brenda Boy, 6.5 furlongs, and then 6 by 8 lengths to Galloping Develops going 5 furlongs straight. Nothing in this race has the caliber of those horses. 7 furlongs, possibly just about get 7 furlongs, is going to get some pace to run at this time around. And in this small field, as long as Playfair gets a clean start, has worked well coming into this, is going to be one of the horses running on strong if the pace melts. So I think Playfair definitely has a good shot in this event. The 4, Jay Spieth, Shaheem Garden claiming 3 kilos here for Jason DeCosta. Running fair races, but finding a few in his way. 5th by 6.5 lengths last time out to Galloping Develops over the straight course. Last run at 7 furlongs. Disappointed, was chasing the speed, but faded to finish 10 by 15 lengths to Shooting Star, Brenda Boy, and Unruly Don. Doesn't have to get involved in the pace here. It's a small field. So if Jay Spieth, coming in light, can start the leader and get first run on the stretch runners, could definitely have a good shot of pulling this off. But the horse I think they're going to all have to beat, though, is going to be the 7, Aura Aura. Shane Richardson riding here from Matthew Williams. 3 starts today locally. Last time out, came from off the pace, finished 3rd by 4 3/4 lengths to Wicked Cassie Matuso. That was at a mile. Before that, at 7 furlongs, stayed on to finish 5th by 4 1/4 lengths to Shooting Star, Brenda Boy, and Unruly Don. None of those horses are present. So any one of those horses in this race would win. So I'm definitely going to lean in favor of Aura Aura from a clean break to sit off the leaders, make the move at the half mile, and probably gobble up the horses in the stretch. I think that's the horse they're going to have to beat, Aura Aura. The 9th and final, the Security Department Trophy, 3 rolling up, overnight allowance, a field of 11. They go 5 furlongs straight, balling down to 4. They're going to be the 2, Champion Bubbler, the 6, another one, the 9, Zulu Warrior, and the 11, Fortuna Belle. Okay, Champion Bubbler. TJ Suko claiming 3 kilos for Spencer Chung. Lackluster performance, but that was against the multi-mile horses last time out at a mile. Before that was beaten narrowly by a short head by Prince Aman over the straight course. Saves her best running for this distance, and at overnight company level, getting this 3 kilo claim. Champion Bubbler will get a strong pace to run at and will be the horse finishing the strongest. The 6, another one. Radish Roman riding here for Anthony Nunes. So another live ride for Nunes and Roman. Winner last time out at overnight company, but for overnight allowance, non-winner offer overnight allowance race, beating Commander Z. Definitely fit, loves the straight course. Coming in here, ready once again, has worked well since the last run, worked 6 furlongs in 1:14.2. So probably has another race in mind by working so far and then coming back over the straight course, but does love the straight course, so going to give him another shot at running a brave race. The 9, that is Zulu Warrior. Demar Williams claiming 2 kilos for Agent Prince. Grabbed last time out by Atlantic Convoy at 6 furlongs in the Ahufa Trophy. Before that at 5.5 furlongs, started pace and finished second by a length to California Crown. This race now, she won't have to try to steal off on that lead because she's naturally more of a stalker and not really a front runner. So getting this 2 kilo claims, 5 furlongs straight, although this is new territory for Zulu Warrior, is very fit right now. Definitely has the pace of this class and should stay in mid-pack, track the leaders, and should finish strong. Does have a good chance of pulling this off, but the horse I think they're going to have to beat, though, is going to be the 11, Fortuna Belle. Shane Richards is riding here for the very astute, very good trainer, Robert Pearson. One start today locally, the 29th of November, for overnight allowance horses, 5.5 furlongs. Missed the break badly, and still ran brave. Finished third by 3 lengths to California Crown. Zulu Warrior second there. The tongue tie is now off. Also, the figure 8 has worked well coming in here. 27th of December, out the gate, 5 furlongs straight, a minute flat. First 4 and 46.3, beating Speedball Miss Moneypenny in that workout. Worked with Rico on the 20th of December, 5 furlongs straight, a minute and 3/5. First 4 and 46. I've seen this horse run at Gulfstream Park. She's very fast. She's a fast horse. And because she missed the break last time, but she didn't get to really display that real speed. Clean break this time around, we might see it, and she's drawn perfectly on the outside. Fortuna Belle looks like the horse they're going to have to catch and the horse they're going to have to beat. Outsider possibility for the high fives or the superfecta is going to be the 8, Norblar. Emilia McLean claiming 3 kilos here for Gresham Smith. Last time out, coming off a slight break over the straight 5 course, was third by 9 lengths after pressing the pace to the vastly improved Mighty Gully and course specialist Bulletproof Coffee. Smart time of 58 and 3. Loves the straight course and works well coming to this and is an outsider possibility for your exotic bets. Okay, guys, remember to like, share, subscribe, leave a comment. I hope we have some luck. And as always, for this new year, stay safe.